All right, enemy. Duke 'em. Pop up your dukes, bud. Donk. Good skull crack. That possibly gets the kill, but I don't really need to even risk it. Just block. Fortune Seller, I need your strongest fortunes. I'm going into battle. You can't handle my strongest fortunes. Fortune Seller, I'm going into battle and I need only your strongest fortunes. You can't handle my strongest fortunes. They are too strong for you. There's another Ethel. Do the cards change between classes? So they change between class sets, right? There's 3 melee characters, 3 range characters, and 3 summoner characters, and each of the 3 share a kind of like card set.
Good day, stranger. Are you in need of some guidance?
Some guidance. Man, my ear is not in today. I also need to get different headphones. The COS ones still have an electrostatic whine in one of the ears, and I have to send them back for RMA for that. But I have to get different headphones where I will be able to hear myself while I'm talking, but also so I need them weirdly to be open so that I can hear myself while I'm talking, but also closed so that when I have direct monitor on, you can't hear it back through the microphone. So it's a fine line to need to walk. But I need to be able to hear myself better in real time. I mean, I guess they don't need to be open if I'm using direct monitor anyway. It's a fair point, well made. Oops, didn't even think about that. Because I think, let's actually try this for a moment. I'm pretty sure that when I have direct monitor on, y'all can hear me just a little, like the second version of it, filtered through my headphones back through the microphone again. Let's try, I'm gonna run this for a moment because I've tried it a few times, but I wanna see. I don't know, maybe it's working okay right now. Here's hoping. All right, send out the crushing fire. Not a decent amount of armor. Let's draw so we can get greedy strike. 28-39, that's not even really gonna be too much on there. I don't think I can, but it might be on my end. It's all good. I'll leave it running for a little bit. Get some breadth of opinions. Got my cost cans on. Nothing yet. Ooh, that's promising. Don't notice that either. Can't hear anything extra. Even in the kind of quieter moments, because that is when it would really be amplifying my voice as much. So I'm kind of putting myself in that. What if you put your ear by the mic and talk? So it'd be something like this. But I still need to be front addressing the microphone, otherwise it's not going to do it. Because if it's not doing that, then I'm actually just going to leave direct monitor on. Oh, hell yes. Oh, never mind. All's well. All is well. Our max HP is 15 rather, out of 106. So the Fountain of Health by base doesn't heal 10, does it? Heals just a bit more or something like that. 15, yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. I can take a hit in the first combat. Oh, but then I want to get into the combat after this as well. Yeah, there's still definitely some room reverberation going on in here. I've done some pretty ingenious dampening solutions, but there's always more to be. Oh no, I can't come. I forgot that you can't revisit this after you've. I would like to be able to revisit things unless there are quests. If they're just a normal location, I would like to be able to revisit. Unless it randomizes options. If it randomizes options, then sure, you know, the only single instance it. But I would also like to know if I can revisit something afterwards while I'm in it, because some of them you can, some of them you can't. It doesn't necessarily seem to have like a consistent rule across the board as to which you can and which you can't. So this is a treasure guardian fight, right? Which means that if I kill the soul harvester, we just end the fight. So I'm gonna get my wealth over there and then just win the fight. Refreshing breeze to gain an energy, but you lose 25% damage this turn. Not super keen on that one. Gravewalker's Protection. This is an interesting card. Not for this deck right now. Interesting card in general, though. Gain 1 block and pick a card from the grave. Ascension, return 3. So it will increase its cost as it comes back to hand, but it returns 3 times per turn. And then there's First Slash. Just deals a hit for 75% damage. Honestly, not awful. We do have a lot of draw power in the deck. I could happily take First Slash as just like a targeting mechanism for dealing small amounts of damage. There's value. There is value in this. Although, I'm not going to do it because I do like the idea of just having very, very powerful other attacks. And it scales your other attacks? Does First Strike scale your other attacks? How so? I don't think... Do I have the Runestone out at the moment where I'm increasing my damage by previous cards played on the turn? I don't think I did. Is this a good setup or just a good overall class? Both, Bowersome. Both. I also did get one of, like... possibly one of the most... I really don't like saying broken, because I think, like, a conversational meta about... a discourse emerges in a lot of gaming spaces where people will talk in designer terms about things without necessarily really analyzing them from that lens. And a lot of the time it reads as someone trying to propose the solution without really having correctly constrained and understood the problem, right? If there is one, even. And I don't really like trying to play into that. So I'm going to say it's probably the most effective thing that I've seen so far. I don't want to limit myself from ever being able to say that I think something is broken, but yeah, that's a that's something that comes much further down the line than, you know, super early on here. Yeah, I've seen basically the most effective passive that I've ever seen was the first one that we picked up. We are duping all attacks below 25%. I feel like in single player games, I like to think of things as fun or not fun. That is a really, really good point, right? I was actually thinking about this the other day in terms of... Was it in terms of this game? Or Griffin? No, it wasn't in terms of Grifflands. I think it was in terms of... No, it wasn't this. It was... It was... This and Astronarch, actually, both at the same time. And the thing in particular that I was consistently kind of dwelling on was this idea that roguelikes don't have to be, 2,000 hours that you can invest into the game, right? So not every card has to be relatively on a power level with other cards such that you have, all these options that you can choose in many different runs and all of them are usable in some fashion. Like, that works for some games, but it is a real hard line to find and a harder line to walk. But there can't be that many games like that at the same time. How many 2,000 hours Slay the Spire kind of roguelike experiences do you have time to go through ever, right? It seems to me that there is a lot of space for games where, yeah, this thing is a lot more powerful than other things, but that's okay. It's single player, and you're not going to infinitely replay the game. Sure, it's a roguelike, but you're not going to see that card every run, and it's okay if that's a card or a passive that you just really enjoy and want to use, and you feel really lucky to have gotten. It's fine. It doesn't have to be endlessly replayable. Obviously, if you're looking for endlessly replayable consistently, then those kinds of things are rough, because oftentimes you'll just have a lot of runs and then you'll see that card and go, I got to get that card or that ability, and I got to get that ability, right? Perhaps random question, how is Vault of the Void now that it's in full release? It is not in full release, it's still in early access. I made sure to say that at the top of the episode. It is not in the title, but Vault of the Void Early Access has never been in the title for that series. That game has always, in my mind, been basically in full release, and it's still getting iterated upon consistently. I will have to say, any opinion offered at this point about Vault of the Void has to be tagged with, I am technically being paid to play Vault of the Void at the moment. There is bias, obviously, involved in that. But as I also tripped over myself multiple times in the episode attempting to say, I don't know if I can give a more full-throated endorsement of a game than the fact that, and I forgot this actually while I was recording the episode, than the fact that I ran a series on it prior, I had 150 hours in it, including a lot in my own time, and finally, even before I was sponsored for the game, I was quoted on the Steam page, calling it one of my favorite games of the year. So, you know, I feel like I've laid down some bona fides there to be able to make that claim, that I feel like it's pretty much always been in a quote-unquote full release kind of state. Alright, that's everything, bye. Training Grounds, we did it. Fountain of Health, we got kicked away. Marketplace, Fortune Seller, yeah, let's go. You didn't say this should be considered an ad? I think I've moved away from that phrasing. I think the way that I usually phrase it now is, at the top of this episode, I need to note that this video is sponsored by, and I think, God, unless I mess it up, I retook that intro a bunch of times. I still think the final version of it has... Oh, and speaking of Spider-Nest Games, thank you to Spider-Nest Games for sponsoring this series. I try and make sure that I'm all over it in terms of the disclosures. Vran the Sullen. This enemy casts powerful buffs to inspire his allies and deal a heavy attack whenever his companions die. Skullcrack will do some damage whenever his allies die. Ah, no, Skullcrack won't deal damage because this is going to be the interruption on the Renegade Protector over there. I don't want to increase all of their armor. But I also don't want to draw no cards next. Actually, no, I have the 75 armor next turn as well. Well. Really should have assumed that's how that one was going to work. Yikes. What's that in the draw pile? Crawling Fire, block, draw. Fine. We'll play that out, give them all the armor they deserve. Rude. It's a fortify, draw double block. Probably double Crawling Fire, draw, then maybe block after that. Damn it, I've got Welcome to the Internet still stuck in my head. Yeah, you're just gonna have to make space for it, because it's gonna live in there for a while. Just been re-listening to that song on repeat consistently. I actually said, I was just having a conversation with my housemates the other day. I was talking to Peak while Jeremy was in the room, and I mentioned, yeah, I've just been listening to Welcome to the Internet constantly. And Jeremy, who shares a wall with me, that one right there behind the streaming studio, so God bless that guy. Just immediately said, yep, because it's actually like on loop when I'm listening to it, right? And I can see how that would definitely annoy some people, so I appreciate it. The kind of candor being given there, you know? Can you draw with 0 in the draw pile? You can. It will start drawing from the discard pile, but the cards that you play this turn, uniquely among deck builders, do not go to the discard pile after being played. They go to the grave, an in-play zone. Renegade Sentinel is trying to do damage points to me? Excuse me? God. That's actually, that's damage right there. Yikes. Stun it, please? I didn't stun it, but it did weaken it. I may have to use a potion this turn, possibly. We'll see, we'll see. There's that second hit. So we fortify the incoming damage. Then we weaken incoming damage. So that could be 3, and then this could be 12. So if they high roll every single hit, they kill me. I don't want to risk that. Put myself in 2 IH position. I don't want to do that. Why must you make me? Okay. Oh my god, that greedy strike isn't even gonna get us a kill. Now we gotta draw, try and get some more damage. There's good cards in the deck to be hit by this small blessing. Oh, that's a good card to be hit by that small blessing. Take on board 2 damage? Yeah, I'm okay taking 2 damage. I mean, I gotta get back down to the right amount of HP somehow. Enforce. I definitely don't want to increase that damage, so I guess I'm just gonna lose the energy for the next. Let's fortify. Okay, 21 and 10. 30 is the total. Okay. So I'm gonna Skullcrack here. Nice. Oh, I really wanted them to do as much damage as they possibly could there. They showed up in full force for me. Deeply appreciated. Thump. Thump. Let's give you some thumps too. God, that's a lot of thumps coming in. Do that double thump, and then one more double thump. Oh! It's possible the minion wouldn't have died as a result of that. That doesn't happen in boss battles. It only happens in treasure battles consistently. I could have died as a result of that move. I actually could have died there. The patch notes may have changed something about that, though. Cracked calc. All right, we'll take that.
This feels like an echo of something.
All right, chat. Let's think about this for a second. We could try and test our damage against Weirdstone hard at the very end. It's not impossible. We could remove more cards, get nuttier, or we could get a special passive skill and try and thump harder. Does that say removal? The other text is blurry. I feel a similar way about it, but I don't want to rob the possibility of the Weirdstone heart if people are super keen on it. I don't see any other options. The special passives really are special. Okay, people after my own heart. Thank y'all for being around. Hell yeah, let's get that attack out of the deck. I don't like cards in here. What are these cards? All right. Ghosty, you got some splaining to do.
Trinkets, charms, baubles, fair prices.
Paid
Where have
for
I
in
born
blood.
it? And I'm cutting me own throat here.
So we can get a special card from this. It costs 75 to pick 1 card. We can talk. No, never mind. We can just apparently just talk. I could heal over here at the Lost Soul if I really wanted to. Probably don't care to. Actually, no, I can see the people out here. There's a shadowy presence out there. There's a squire. Who's behind that one? Let me see. Sizable knight. I don't have any meat though. Cursed healer. And this one is... Who are you? Famished prisoner. I don't know if any of those events take our HP. Oops. Getting some plosives. Did you pay the 50 gold? The which to the what to the where to the when to the what? Oh, this one, of course. Yeah, let's reveal our locations as well. Let's see what's going on with those. All Mother's Altar. There's a forgotten chest up there. Nice. Did I walk away from the chest? Last floor, did I walk away from the chest? I think I did. I think I killed the treasure guardian and then I was just like, bye. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. How do you make the deck that's already incredibly good any better? You can't. You can't. So it's not even worth trying. So it's fine. I'm not mad. You are. Let's increase our max HP by 10. Just seems a good option to pick up there. Let's also get a random passive skill. Whenever you receive a hit, 10 armor. Let's gamble. Let's gamble. Let's gamble. Let's get rude. I don't want to get the special card because this deck is going to be very, very thin. I just want it to be thin and consistent and doing the things consistently.
The blacksmith.
Blacksmith. I do want to buy basically all of the runestones available here, though. Yup. That one, too. Also that. That'd be great. Ooh, cracked here. Love it. And then I just left myself without enough money to be able to buy the removal from this guy. Yep. Oh, yeah. That's fine. I can do it next time anyway. Okay. Anything else that I want to do whilst I am here? Well, I'll probably just go merge the runestones that can be merged. Amava, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Jerome's in chat, welcome to the Republic. Can you reject the card after? I do not know. I think that's the thing that I can find out on a different run. I think it gives you the gamble card. Just don't remove so many cards that your draw zero cost card becomes useless. I want to remove so many cards that I know what the draw zero cost card will draw whenever it is going to draw. That's the ideal for me. I think we're set. Let's go back out. I can't believe I walked away from the chest. Oh. Oh. Like, I know we're so powerful, but I'm still just going to be thinking about that. Is this a deck builder? I'm not sorry if I've seen this one before. Yes, it is. It is a deck builder. It is a roguelike. It is a deck builder roguelike. It is a combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Increase the armor roll enemy. What I really want right now is there's a passive that just says the first attack on your first turn or the first attack you play each combat. The first hit you play each combat? The first attack card you play each combat, I think it is. Cost 0. Would love it. Draw 3 less cards next turn. I could probably draw 3 less cards next turn and be okay. Is that man part fly? Yep. Disease spreader. This enemy will attack random targets, including its allies. Each of one of its hits will disable healing and for the next turn, and reduce armor. Skullcrack. That's annoying. I don't get to play greed in this fight. Rylan, thank you very much for the 40 bits. As it ain't much, but somethings. Definitely appreciated regardless, my man. My friend, bud. Measly gendered. I keep working on that. It's one of my holdovers. Piercing Strike reduces the enemy's armor by 50 and damage by 10% for the next 5 turns. This is an attack card as well, so it'll benefit from double attacking things, but it doesn't actually hit. There's also a quick counter, gives us chain. Multiplies the card effect by the number of cards of the same type played in a row this turn. Does duplicate count as playing a card 2 times? Because then quick counter could actually be pretty good, right? At the end of my turn, it just plays for a giant chain. One thing that I found when I had attempted to get chains after one another, though, is the first chain will count all of the attacks played previously, and then the second chain won't. Like, the first chain will, like, consume the attacks played. So if I played 3 attacks, then quick counter, this would play for chain 4, which means it will trigger 4 times. And then if I played quick counter immediately after it again, it would play once. Yeah, duplicate works with chain. God, that makes quick counter pretty good there. No, it's another card in the deck. Why would I want that? At the start of combat, deal 1 hit for 125% damage to a random enemy. Deal 25% more damage for every 10 HP lost. For the first 3 hits in combat, reduce armor of all enemies by 25. Whenever you kill an enemy, gain 50 armor and 1 energy this turn. This is going to be really, really good for us in terms of being able to take down a crew. Get ourselves another Ethel there. That is... God, we're getting close to having like a super polished Ethel. That could probably go up in the weapon slot. Well, if we get enough weapon slots. So if you play quick counter with duplicate and 4 previous attacks, you get 6 attacks. 6, I think. It's weird. It's weird. I had it work incorrectly for me before.
You find the same woman. She's unnaturally
Like
old
logically
and clearly
incorrectly.
twisted by the weirdness. She's still searching for something on the ground.
It must be here, somewhere. I just had to find it.
What are you talking about?
I need to find a memory. A runestone which belonged to someone dear to my heart. Maybe you've seen one around here? Maybe you have it? Maybe you've taken it?
Exchange room stones for consumables. No.
It's not the...
I'll take... I love that you can turn that down and still take stuff. I'm going to take weird tainted meat. I don't think the knight will eat that, but... I don't know, maybe they will. There's the squire, who's to be behind. It's not the weird stone, but there is. Oh wait, that's a normal enemy again. Give this woman a runestone. I don't know what runestone she wants, and I'm not giving them up. They're mine. My runestones. I found them fair and square. If I had a clue what she wanted, I probably would try and get it to her. Tainted Force. 3 cards less. Yeah. There's 4 cards left in the draw pile. 2 of them are 3 cost. Get them. It's not exactly what we wanted there. So it's 2 damage incoming from the abomination that I have to worry about right now, if I have to worry about anything. Do I worry about that? Is that something I worry about? Oh, right. Killing enemies draws cards. Wait, no, it doesn't draw cards. It gives us energy. That's fine. Energy is good enough. Calling this move the Yeetus Deletus. Damn well do that, don't it? Bop. Oh, I was on tenterhooks wondering if that was actually gonna follow through and get that kill. Okay. That'll follow through and get that kill. And then we fortify. Block him. double up again, and double up one final time. Cracked gar. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we find a bunch more of those. Make it worthwhile. What's up, Squire?
When you approach this feeble, strange man, you remember something the Master-at-Arms told you about. The banner of his former lord. The damned 8 stars on a burgundy background flag. This is the exact emblem you saw on the remains of a shield carried by a man you met.
I've noticed your emblem. Could you tell me more about it?
No, I can't. All I can say is that it's meant to remind me of the kingdom I knew. The kingdom I need to surpass with the one I'll build. Getting to more important things, do you have any runestones for me?
Get a passive skill for giving you a runestone or gain some wealth. Isn't the gain some wealth here the gain a passive, and the passive is you get 200% gold from things? Or will this just give me straight up money? Because if it just gives me straight up money, I don't care about it as much, if at all. Maybe this isn't the guy who gave us that passive. It's the double wealth passive for a stone. Oh, well, you can have a stone then. Cracked gar. I could get rid of a tier, right? We have a polished tier already. Cracked cow, polished gear, polished stand. Yeah, I can get rid of a cracked tier. I'm not going to another level of that after the fact. Almost certainly not, right? Well, but those are the turns that I'm in combat. Maybe I get rid of the gar. I give up on the dream of getting another polished gar. That doesn't seem like a good idea, though. Gear is pretty good, too. Only if I can really find the space for it. Calc. I'm never using calc. Get rid of it. There we go. There's the looter. Accept that. So we gamble it again? As much as they'll let us. I'm only going to stop gambling when a very, very intimidating man comes and puts his hand on my shoulder and says, it's time to go. Power blow. Let's power blow you. Then crawling fire for the kill there. And random attack for the kill there. No kill? That's okay. In fact, it's even better because now we have the greedy strike instead. I gotta remember that I have that greedy strike. I keep forgetting that. Alright, summon knowledge cards. Double block, gain a block this turn and a block next turn. And deep breath. These are great block cards. I just don't block, so... Preparation, increase your damage by 10% until the end of combat. Nope, skip. Crack Stan. Wait a second. Okay, no, we're still probably not getting to the 3rd level of Stan either. Get raided, Lamau. Yo, that is one hell of a get raided, Lamau. Hey, Rito. How's it going, bud? Thank you much for the raid. Welcome on in, Rito Raiders. If you've not seen this game prior, this is a Deckbuilder roguelike. You know, naturally. It's called Tainted Grail. It has RPG elements therein as well. We are currently playing a very, very aggressive class wherein it's a berserker. The lower HP that we run, the more effects we can get, including extra energy, extra damage, and we are duplicating attacks. So we're just dropping big bops on these nerds constantly. Exclamation mark Rito still works, but I still haven't set back up the raid command. Welcome on in, y'all. What was playing, my man? Oh no, you were playing the Twitch integrated Binding of Isaac, were you not? How was it? Famished prisoner. What do you want from us?
The former prisoner, but he still doesn't answer. He rattles his chains in a rhythm as if trying to communicate. You can't understand what these clattering sounds might mean.
Don't mean to monopolize your time though. If you got a dash, thank you very much for the raid. Let's train. Gain 5% damage each turn. Increase the maximum damage you deal by 3. That is definitely the one we're gonna want to go with here. Every 10th hit in combat is doubled. We don't get to any of those. We kill on turn 1 or turn 2. That's it. This game is just Divinity Original Sin, but roguelike deck builder, I'm pretty sure. I think, like, I'm pretty sure they're designing an RPG, and they just had all of the assets from making the RPG that they used to make the deck builder roguelike as well. It doesn't feel like it's, you know, just like leftover assets or anything like that, but I think they are actively making an RPG. That's an healing host of it. Yeah, whatever. And the reason I say yeah, whatever. Thump. Yeah, that's why we that's why we say well, yeah, whatever for that one. Gosh. I want to scroll less cut. No, but then I gave you armor. I'm trying to get to my greed so I can actually play it and get some HP from it. Some HP, rather some wealth from it. Let's lower your armor 2 times over, and then hit with the greed. Nice. 25% damage that deals is given to us in money. Marjon 80, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Jerome Motes in chat, and welcome to the Republic, as well as Justice Tom, thank you much for the 15th month in a row. Good gosh. Welcome back to the Republic. Continue to enjoy emotes in chat. No, Cursed Healer. We don't need health. Where we're going, we don't need HP. Silksong was announced. What's the release date? I need to know. Lemon UK as well. Thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Enjoy emotes in chat, and welcome to the Republic. Disease spreader. Hey. TBA. Of course. Of course. Of course they keep us on tenterhooks. Oh, it hurts so good. Let's double up the attack there. Let's correspond. So I'm gonna... Gosh. I'm gonna take some damage this turn. I'm throwing the random strike there. Good stun. Good stun. Actually, we kill a target, so we get extra energy back. So now I can use a block, and now we take no damage. What's the Silksong? The sequel to Hollow Knight. Oh, Skullcracker. Well. Cannot stop killing. Firebird 14, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Jerry Modes in chat, and welcome to the Republic. Or welcome back, rather, for the 6th month. Playable Hornet? Yes. If Hornet looks anywhere near as smooth as... Like, or plays anywhere near as smooth as she has looked recently, oh my god. I'm incredibly keen for it. Gravewalker's Touch deals 1 hit for 150% damage. Returns a card from Grave. Grave is where cards go after being played in the turn, rather than to the discard pile. Ascension, then return. So this would return 2 cards to our hand. Note, the Greed is not in the grave. It is in the exiled pile after it's played. There's also Double Pain. Duplicate the next card played. Not a bad way to get double Greeds out there. Not a bad way to get even more of our big attacks out there. I could totally see myself taking Double Pain here, and I am about to. And then I clicked it, and then I took it. Silly Sundom, thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Dash of Awesome. Dash of Awesome, enjoy emotes in chat. Welcome back to the Republic. Blood Oath. Whenever you use your ultimate ability, this is a mastery as well, by the by. Happens 2 times across our levering, and typically involves ultimate ability. At the start of your turn, gain 5 armor for each ultimate charge this turn. Blood Oath. Whenever you use your ultimate ability with 8 or more charges, increase your damage by 100% for this turn. Whenever you suffer a hit, gain an additional ultimate charge. I guess we'll do Bond for combat, just so that I can use it to bail out more quickly. Silly, thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Ukamaru as well. Ukamaru, enjoy your emotes in chat, and welcome back to the Republic. Alright, Born for Combat. We'll take a cracked Ethel. Gosh, that actually, yikes. That puts me now only 2 Ethel away from getting a flawless Ethel. Silly, thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Carlo the Emo as well. Carlo the Emo, enjoy your emotes in chat, and welcome to the Republic. Let's actually use the chest this time. One shall be cursed, for no man shall possess this treasure without sacrifice. Without sacrifice. Is that going to ask for HP? If that's going to ask for HP, I want to heal before I do it. But if it's not going to ask for HP, I definitely don't want to heal. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. Sacrifice? It's probably asking for HP. There's not that many things you're asked to sacrifice in this. Oh, we lost 10
After a while.
And whenever we use our ultimate ability, increase the damage generation. No. Do not like. That was not what we wanted. It happens. Oh, sorry. Now that I've got the feedback going, the direct monitor rather, anytime I tap that, I can really, really hear it. You have the blood candles lower your HP? I do, but I also don't like turning the candle on. I should turn the candle on, right? I'll just get tallow. Yeah, let's do it. You're right. I should just do that. Why is it? You shouldn't be a combat item. I should be able to use you from here, I guess. Is it only a combat item? Can I not use them in the main? Pourquoi? Why have you been playing with that candle? You get more resources from fights when you play with that candle. You can only pop them in combat? Alright. Seems weird to me, but okay. I'm fine with it. I just didn't expect it, you know? Okay. So this is Treasure Guardian. But... lowering that HP. And again. So 34. 34 by 4 would be 132? No, 136. So I need to use one more blood candle if I want to get below. There we go. Achievement unlocked. Probably not a hoarder. Use 3 items in 1 turn. Little do you know, game, that is the only time I've ever used more than a single item in a turn. I am definitely a hoarder. You had me pegged to begin with, game. I probably should just double pain there. I guess I can double pain on the greedy strike because that doesn't otherwise duplicate. It's crawling fire there 2 times, double pain, and then greedy. Kill? Oh, it did. Did I just accidentally squeal like a pig? I think I might have accidentally just squealed like a pig. Jarko, by the way, thank you very much for the 300 bits. Much appreciated. God, this is a hell of a run. How do we want to get this one done? Power blow, skull crack. Let's skull crack you. For not lethal. We'll do that for not lethal. There is 1 card in the grave, 5 cards in the discard pile, trying to draw back 1 with the small blessing. Look, I could. Let's try it. Yeah, sure. Random attack. Get him. Take 2 damage this turn. I'm fine with that. Grey Hermit, thank you very much for the Prime, the tier 1 subscription. Jerry Most chat. Welcome back to the Republic for the 2nd month. Power blow you down, and then crawling fire you down too. Excuse me? Thank you. I knew they were going down some way, somehow. I can't believe I left the last treasure pile as well. I feel so embarrassed about it. New armor slot for... I don't want armor slots for runestones. I want weapon slots for runestones. I'm getting 2 damage by base. Host of Evil there. There's the Hanging Tree behind. The Hanging Tree... So this may be like the continued resolution of the Odin quest, I guess. Tainted Force. Reduce the armor of all enemies by 50 until the end of combat. Love it. I want to get Greedy Streak doubled, if possible. Let's use a small blessing first, just in case it gives us the right... Oh my god, it didn't, but that's so brutal. Oh, I should do it. Thump. And then I Skullcrack here. Thump. Oh, it didn't split them! That's what I did it for. I did it to split them all. No. If it doesn't split them, it's not worth. That Greedy Strike. There's enemies with the low... Yeah, you know what? Fine. That's good enough. Then next turn, I'm just looking for any damage. Got it. Fortify ourselves thereafter. Double Pain duplicates the next card played. We'll duplicate Small Blessings to draw 2 cards at lower cost. Okay. Double cast that one. Use the draw, getting to Skullcrack in hand. I'll use Crawling Fire there. Oh, I shouldn't use that one. Should just use the powerful one. Eh, it's fine. Look, look, it resolves. It's fine. We did it. Fist of Stone. Deal 1 hit for 300% damage. Reduce an enemy's armor by 25 until the end of combat. That's a really good way of just reducing a single target's armor. We're not necessarily that good at doing that just yet. And then Chain Attack. Deals 1 hit for 100% damage. Duplicate the next card played. Will this... So, if I duplicate this card, will it duplicate itself? Regardless, that's definitely the one I take, because it'll then definitely duplicate the one after, right? So... Well, it can't duplicate itself. Otherwise, it'll chain forever. Hanging Tree could ask us for health, or it could just trigger HP loss, I think. But I'm not taking the risk.
Draw dozens of...
Yeah, okay. Well. Do I have any health gain stuff here? I've got meat, but I want to be able to offer that. Human liver, can't really do anything with that.
As you reach for one...
13 HP? That's too much. It's too much. It's not that much you can survive. Yeah, it's not that much you can survive, apparently. Cursed Broch. Didn't we already loot that and get the dude? I think we already looted that with the dude. Okay. Pop a chain attack on you. So I currently have duplicate the next card, and I've got 2 stacks of that. So will that triplicate the next card? It looks like it tried to triplicate, but we accidentally killed too quickly. Interesting. Attack is great. Good hits, good stuns. I don't need to kill you with a specific card at all, so sure, let's just murder you. Use draw to get down to Crawling Fire, I guess. Yeah, I could probably split him this turn if I did. Nope. Let's just duplicate the next card played then. Duping dupes is pretty good. Skullcrack. Just dupe them all. Draw anything at this point? Nope. Power blow, double pain, random attack. I guess I'll just double up on the AoE-ish. It's not AoE as much as it just does AoE things. Charge your ultimate ability to half of its max charges. There's also a double strike there. Deals 2 hits for 100% damage and cleaves. Like, I like having a lot of very expensive attack cards in the deck, and that's all I really have in there. Let's get a second cleave card in the deck. I think I'm basically done not taking... I think I'm basically done taking cards after this point, though. Whenever you have less than 25% HP, have 40 armor. Love it. Each combat, the damage received from the first 3 hits is reduced to 1. That already happens. Whenever you suffer a hit, yeah, that... Sure, we'll take Bulwark. A little bit more safety. Cracked Stand. Not helpful for us right there.